learn something small here, even as you do your business. I don't know what exactly you're doing today. I want us to learn something here, even as you. If you're able to see me or interact with me, I want us to do something here. I know it's Monday, and most of us, when it's on a Monday, we try to, people try to, I'm sorry, okay, let me get off this sound, yes. I know it's on a Monday, and we try to, people try to do a number of things, and people try to look for ways of motivating themselves. There are a number of things that we try to do, and which is okay and which is not bad. But I want just to learn something. I was just asking myself, sometimes it's on a Monday and people are looking for something to encourage them. People are looking for something to motivate them. A number of things happen on a Monday, which is okay, which is not bad, but I was just trying to get a different feel about all these things we're looking forward to, just to give us some boost and even to encourage us. And great. So I want just to, great. Sorry. So let me try to feed in something here. Let me try to feed in something here. I see whether it can be able to make some sense. Anyway, I'll do that later. Great. So I want us to, I was just thinking about sometimes we are working in environments, and either you're in the sales department or you are in marketing, whichever section where you're involved, and you're trying to look for how do I motivate myself, how do I get to work, how do I need to give myself some strength and such, and all those things. They call it Monday motivation and such, but they're not bad, they're good. Yeah, look for all ways that you can be motivated. There are those who get motivated by eating, there are those who get motivated by being with other people. There are those who find their motivation in books, there are those who find motivation in music, there are those who find motivation in sports. Whichever way that you can be able to do that, it's all right. So long as you help yourself to keep on moving and doing something that can be able to be meaningful to the society and may probably to your lines of assignment. Even as we do that, I want just to do something that I want us to do a short talk about learning to encourage yourself. It's very important that we learn to encourage ourselves. That is what I want us to talk about this time, this afternoon. Learning to encourage yourself. There is no problem when people encourage you, but I want us also to learn that it's very important that if we can learn to encourage ourselves, very important, learning to encourage yourself. Those of us who believe in the Bible, in the book of 1 Samuel, if you can read 31 to 6, David went through very difficult moments, difficult times, to a point that he did something that we're going to learn this afternoon. David and his men reached Ziklag on the third day. Now the Amalekites had raided the Negev and Ziklag. They had attacked Ziklag and burned it, and had taken captive of the women and everyone else in it, both young and old. They killed none of them, but carried them off as they went on their way. They killed none of them, but they carried them off as they went on their way. When David and his team reached Ziklag, they found it destroyed by fire, and their wives and sons and daughters were captives. So David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep. David's two wives had been captured, Ahinoam, not Ahinoam, it's called Ahinoam of Jezreel, and Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel. David was greatly distressed because the men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in spirit because of his sons and daughters. But David found strength in the Lord his God. Some other versions say, and David encouraged himself. What do I want to talk about? I want us to talk about learning to encourage yourself. It's very important that when we learn to encourage ourselves. Sometimes we want to get the encouragement from people. You're looking forward people to encourage you. You're looking forward people to compliment you on the way you're dressed. You want people to compliment you on the way you've done your new hairstyle or haircut. You want people to compliment you about your new home, or you want people to compliment you about your new achievement, whether it's in academic, it's in finances, maybe probably your new achievements when it comes to maybe probably you bought a new car, motorcycle, whatever that you've done. But I want to tell you that sometimes you might not be able to find people doing that. So what happens? That is not an excuse for you to feel low. You have to learn to encourage yourself. But now, there is this aspect when the people that you expected to stand with you, to walk with you, maybe probably you had a bereavement and you expected a few people to stand with you and to walk with you. You had a challenge here and there and you expected people to walk with you. Yeah, you had a financial crisis and you expected so and so to walk with you. And these people, they haven't done and they have not managed to do that. What did you do? You have to learn to encourage yourself. David learned to encourage himself. He says the men wanted to stone him to death because of their sons and daughters. They're forgetting that even David has lost everything. David has lost his servants. David has lost his sons and daughters. David has lost the 2 wives. They are not seeing that even David is in agony. But what they are after is, why didn't you do this and that? We are living in a society whereby probably people are not even seeing that even you have own challenges, that those people are very annoyed with you, that you've not employed them, and yet even you're looking for employment. That people are so annoyed with you that you have not helped their siblings, you have not helped their brothers, you have not helped their daughter, you have not helped their... And yet even you, your own siblings, they are looking for a job, they're looking for opportunities. That is the same thing. People were annoyed with David. People were annoyed that he has not, and they're forgetting that even David has lost. David himself has lost. The 2 wives have been taken away. The children have been taken away. The servants have been taken away. They are not seeing that. We are living in a society that people are focusing on what you've not done for them. They are forgetting that even you yourself, you are in distress. So what happens in such a point? David encouraged himself. The Bible says David encouraged himself. I want just to do a very short motivation. And what I want to do is learn to encourage yourself. Train yourself to encourage yourself. Train yourself to encourage. Dress up, encourage yourself. Do your achievements. Do your assignments. Once you're done, don't wait for someone to come and say it's been done well. No. Do whatever that you're supposed to do, whether it's in farming, whether it's in the office work, whether you're working in the NGO world, whether you're working for the government, whether you're working for a county government. People might not be able to see. And even the little that you've done, people might be criticizing. People might be looking down on what you've done. But I want just to tell you this, that should not stop you. Learn to encourage yourself. Dust yourself. Look at what you've done. Say to yourself, this is well done. This is the best that I've done. And learn to encourage yourself. Then, of course, the next thing probably I'll be able to share another day is he consulted the Lord. He asked him, what can I be able to do about this? What can I be able to do about this situation? And then from there, he asked God, can I pursue? Can I be able to? And God told him, yes, you can. And he went ahead. But in these few minutes that I've spoken to you now, close to 10 minutes, I want to tell people that learn to train yourself to encourage yourself. Be the motivator. Motivate yourself. Learn to encourage yourself. Don't wait. Don't look for people to do that. Train yourself to encourage yourself. And God will surely bless you. Challenges can be hard. but train yourself to encourage yourself. God bless you. Keep it up.